Hello, welcome to an Epsilon install tutorial. Today we're going to go over the revised and updated version of the Corolla hatchback wing. This fits GR Corollas and regular Corolla hatchbacks. So let's go over what you get, what you're going to need, and the steps you need to install this for a clean install. Inside the box, you're going to get a box with the end plates, the wing elements, 2 stickers, all the hardware, and an instruction sheet that links this video as well as the drill templates. If you did not get the drill templates in your box, you can download them off our website and print them. We're going to show you how to drill into the trunk to mount for maximum stability. However, these wings do allow for tape installs if you choose to do so, but we will not honor any fitment issues regarding tape as it is a very difficult install. Professional installation is always recommended, but we're going to show you how to do it at home. Let's get into it. So once we have everything unboxed, the first thing you're always going to want to do is test fit the wing on your car without any hardware. Without any bolting. So I'm going to go ahead and start test fitting this wing together with the included M6x14 bolts that are supplied in your kit. There's going to be 8 of them total, 4 on each side. So I always recommend installing the top wing first and then going to the bottom. So this particular tutorial applies to base model Corollas and any regular Corolla hatchback that doesn't have an XSE or Circuit Edition wing. This process is going to be a little different if you have a Circuit Edition wing, since your side screws are going to be M6, so you do need to replace them with self-tapping screws. But we're going to go ahead and open the trunk and take out these 2 8mm bolts on both sides. This is true for both the GR and the regular Corolla hatchback. So now that you have the screws out, these side pieces just pop out. Like that, on both sides. And one big change we're doing for the GR Corolla wing or the WRC wing is we are no longer using these pop clips. So while there may be partitions to transfer them over, we're going to actually keep these on there and we're no longer using them. Right. So you're going to see on the wing, there are places here to put the pop clips, but again, we are no longer using them, so you can ignore them this time around. So for the test fit process, it's very simple. All you need to do is, now that we're no longer using the push clips, an assembled wing should very easily just slide right on. Just like that. Go ahead and check for any gaps in the front. So especially around here, you can see it's basically flush again, no issues. Check for any gaps on both sides. But other than that, it goes on very, very, very easily. So now that we've test fit the wing, we're gonna go ahead and cut the template. We have 2 templates. We have an outer one for the guys that haven't installed their wing yet, and then we have an inner one. This is for the guys who already installed their wing, but want to drill to make it secure. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you kind of both how they work. So let's go ahead and grab this. There's a diagram on how this goes. You can see right side, bottom corner, top corner. I'm gonna either cut it with scissors or with an X-Acto knife. In this case, I'm just gonna use an X-Acto knife. Oh, side note. This is a 2x2 inch square for reference scaling, so make sure when you print it, it's actually 2 inches. But yeah, important. That way you don't mess it up. So now using the templates, come closer. You're gonna see, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a paint marker. This lines up like this. See that? So it lines up and we can flip it over both sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this one. Mark this one. I'm gonna go to the other side. For the guys who want to drill, we already have the wing on the car and they don't want to take the wing off. This is the inside one. So the inside one goes like this. And these holes will line up in the same spot. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it as well. And what you're gonna see is if you look at both sides, they're gonna end up being in pretty similar spots. So we're gonna go ahead and do this with the trunk open so we don't run any risk of hitting the trunk itself. It's typically low risk because it's not a very long drill bit. But go ahead and you're gonna try to drill perpendicular with the surface. So don't try to drill in any weird angle. I'm just gonna go through. Just like that. And if you've done it correctly, come to the other side. See, you're gonna land pretty much exactly where your other hole drill is. So we're gonna do the same thing with this one. This one's a little harder to hit perfectly because the trunk's a little thicker, but don't worry, this is okay. So now this part's important. I'm gonna leave these two small holes how they are because it's gonna be for a self-tapper. I'm gonna drill these holes out bigger to fit an M6. So very slowly, I'm gonna start from the outside going in. And then go through. So. This is what an adhesion promoter wipe looks like. If you want to do tape only, I heavily reiterate, you need to use this. It's a night and day difference, but for this particular install, we're bolting it in. So do not use this, otherwise it's just gonna be a nightmare to take off. So other than that, we're good. Let's go ahead and mock the wing up and make sure everything lines up. So you're gonna have the wing re-mocked and install, and make sure you can see the center of the riv nut in the hole you've drilled. You may need to carve the hole out just a little bit, depending on how straight you drilled in the beginning. But if it's good, then you're ready to install the wing. And then if you have these end plates with the big 3M, what I actually recommend doing now is take your X-Acto knife, you're gonna slice down the middle. That way you can peel one end at a time. If you do not have self-tappers because you have a circuit edition, just get self-tappers about this length. So the last step can be seen as optional, but always recommended. We're gonna give you about 22mm long self-tappers, and this is gonna grab the inside of the wing. Notice how we didn't drill a hole in the inside wing yet, because this is gonna self-tap into it. And just like that, you should be good. No gaps. No issues. Super stiff.